Hi everybody, I'm Lacey with School of Realist Art, and I'm here today to share with you all the materials you need if you want to get started with charcoal drawing. So let's go ahead and get started with the pencils. I recommend that you get General's charcoal pencils, but I've also ordered some Marie's charcoal pencils to review in the near future, as General's charcoal pencils can be difficult to get in some areas of the world. I personally like to have the hard and medium pencils. They're easy to put in a sharpener, they're easy to sharpen by hand. I avoid the soft and extra soft ones because they're more difficult to get sharpened without them breaking. So get those charcoal pencils and don't forget to get a white charcoal pencil. If you can't get General's white charcoal pencils, then look for a pastel pencil in white that will probably mix pretty well with the charcoal. When you're working in charcoal instead of graphite, one of the advantages is that you can mix black and white charcoal together almost like paint, whereas with other materials like graphite, you usually need to keep it separate from other materials because they don't mix very well. So make sure that you get the black and white charcoal so that you can have fun with that. You're also going to need an eraser. I recommend a kneaded eraser. These you can squish and form into different shapes, so it can help you erase large areas as well as to make a little point with and erase small areas. Super handy, can't go without that. I personally like to keep my things in an old cigar box. This really works for me. You can find one usually at a cigar store. They have empty ones. Either you can get them for free or they might sell them. But I love these. I find them really handy and I think that they're beautiful to look at. But you can certainly get any other kind of container that you want as well. I do have a couple other kinds of charcoal here that are not completely necessary to get, but I find them really, really helpful. So one is to get some vine or willow charcoal. I'm going to open this up so you can see what it looks like. So these are some half sticks of vine charcoal. You can see they're short, they've been cut in half. These are very erasable compared to the other charcoal. So that's why I like to have some on hand, because you can really use this to sketch everything out without worrying that you're not going to be able to erase it. So it's very, very handy for that. This is an inexpensive brand, but if you want to see more about the Cadillac of vine charcoal, check out my review on Nitram charcoal. I'll leave the link below. The last kind of charcoal that I have for you here today is a stick of compressed charcoal. So this is the same brand, General's charcoal, and it's the same thing that is inside the pencils, but it is in stick form. So this is where I will often get a softer grade of charcoal because it's not in a pencil. I don't have to worry about using it. And this is really great for filling in big areas of the background or just getting started or creating different textures. All right, now let's talk about the paper. This is a pad that I do recommend. This is a Strathmore toned gray paper. And while it's not completely my favorite paper ever to draw on because it's just a little bit too smooth, it is really, really good. And especially just to have, you know, a pad of paper to bring with you, it's really handy. So I really love the gray of the paper and that this allows you very much to use the white charcoal to bring things forward and the black charcoal as well to push things back. So I love that. I love the gray color of the paper, allows you to use that white charcoal and the black charcoal. It's really handy to bring along with you. You get a lot of pages, 50 pages here for this notebook. And I recommend that you get no smaller than 9 by 12. There are times to draw smaller than that, but I feel like if you're wanting something to kind of be all-purpose, you should get something at least 9 by 12 and maybe not too much bigger because you want it to be portable, but you also want enough space if you want to draw a face or a figure or whatever it might be. So don't feel like every single drawing has to take up the entire page, but you want the option to draw bigger than your hand, so don't go too small. Now finally, I recommend getting an electric pencil sharpener. This is a pencil sharpener that I have done extensive reviews on. It's the AFMAT Long Point Sharpener, and I find that this works great with my charcoal pencils, so I'm using this all the time to sharpen my charcoal pencils. I personally find it super frustrating to try and sharpen pencils by hand. I feel like I have to do it all the time. Half the time I'm breaking off the end of the pencil while I'm doing that. So if you want to treat yourself or you want to treat someone you know, get an electric sharpener, and then that way sharpening will never get in the way of drawing. Now, if you'd like some help learning how to use these materials, you can go to schoolofrealistart.com and check out my online drawing courses there. You can also gift these courses to people and they will have lifetime access so they can study whenever and wherever they want. So there you have it, everything that you need to get started with drawing. We've got the gray toned paper, we have hard, medium, and white charcoal pencils, some fine charcoal, some compressed charcoal sticks, and a sharpener. Thanks so much for watching. If you have any questions, leave them in the comments below. Also, if you found this useful, please give me a like and click the link to subscribe. I'll see you in the next video.